Question 6. First of all, what we have to do is to find the median of this set of data. Well, I've already written out the numbers in order to make it a little bit easier to do that. So the median is the middle number. You can see here we have 14 items of data, so we can count it by splitting into two groups of 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So our median is between 26 and 29. So 26 plus 29, you've got to half it to find what the median is. And that is going to be 55 over 2, or 27.5. The lower quartile is the middle of the bottom half of the data. So we've got 7 items of data, so that's going to have a middle number. So we've got 3 middle item and then 3. Same with the top half, 3 middle item and then 3. So our lower quartile is going to be 13, that's referred to as Q1. And our upper quartile is 35, and that's going to be Q3. You can also put in our median here. So lower quartile, 13, upper quartile, 35. We've got to calculate the interquartile range. Now it doesn't say semi-interquartile range, just interquartile range. So it's going to be Q3 take away Q1. So Q3 is 35, Q1 is 13, and we get an interquartile range of 22. If it was a semi-interquartile range, it would have to half that, and that would give us 11. We're then asked in the next part to compare the median waiting times and the interquartile range for both. So I like to do a little table. So I've got fast cabs and I've got quick cabs. So for fast cabs, I've got a median of 27.5, and I've calculated that to be the same for quick cabs, and I've also got an interquartile range. For fast cabs it's 5, and it's 22 for quick cabs. So there's a difference in the interquartile range. So to use this information to compare the two companies, well, we can say something like the median waiting time is the same for both companies, as you can see there. When it comes to comparing the interquartile range, the larger interquartile range just tells you that there's less consistency, there's more spread out for the middle part of the data. So if we've got 22 compared to 5, these are a lot more closely grouped together compared to these. So we can say something like the interquartile range is much lower for fast cabs. Therefore, there is more consistency in their waiting times. Question 7, we've got ourselves a sine graph, and we've got to identify the values of A and B. Well, we can see the maximum that the graph goes up to is 4, and the minimum is -4. Don't let that confuse you. It only comes down to there because your minimum is -4. So up to 4, down to -4. So the difference between those is 8, and half of 8 is 4. So that tells us that A is equal to 4. We've also got a phase shift. It's X plus B. So we have to figure out, has it been shifted left or has it been shifted right? Well, normally the sine graph will cross the x-axis at 180 degrees, and it'll look something like this. That's a bit off there. It should come around to 360. That's better. So it normally crosses the x-axis at 180, whereas here it's crossing at 110. So we can see it has shifted 30 degrees in the x direction to the right. So in that case, it's going to have to be b equals -30, because negative in here gives a shift to the right. If it's plus, it would be shifting to the left. So y equals 4 sine x minus 30. making sure you do include the minus here for B.